en veldig dårlig.
My goodness! Oh! What a rally!
Ace. He's going to have his own reel after this.
What a point! Kazaku, Satoshi, Ida. He missed it and it's over. Liam Pickford wins it for the Florida Crocs. He sure missed it long. Edward Lee wins it for Carolina. Baku finishes it for Chicago. It's over. Hiromitsu Kasahara gets the first win of season 2 for the reigning MLTT champions. Every single day in Major League Table Tennis, new memories created. And yesterday, Koyo Kanemitsu out-dueling Jens Lundqvist for the Princeton Revolution. Princeton was in control, but fumbled away a golden game and suffered a loss in their first match here in Chicago. And the Texas Smash found a way to win, coming from behind in their match against Chicago. And now, this battle between Princeton and Texas is a rematch of last year's Major League Table Tennis Championship battle as the Revolution and the Smash square off for just the third time ever. Texas taking the championship last year in really impressive fashion, 21-7. I should say, what was the score? That was the score in the Golden Game last year, a dominant championship victory for the Smash. Currently, Texas trailing Portland by 12 in the West Division standings. And the Carolina Gold Rush behind Chicago. Princeton sitting in 4th place right now. They have a chance to perhaps, with a strong day today, they could literally go from 4th to 1st. We'll see what Chicago does later tonight. A blustery but warm Saturday afternoon here in the Windy City. And with that, we say welcome, Evan Lepler and Sean O'Neill. If you weren't with us yesterday, first of all, where the heck were you? Second of all, you missed so much excitement. Sean, we saw 10 golden points yesterday in just 2 team matches. Last event in Raleigh, over 6 matches, we saw 8 golden points. So off to a high-flying start this weekend in Chicago.
Yeah, absolutely. The players were just so closely matched up, came down to 1 point on so many matches.
And there were a bunch of matches that obviously went down to the wire. But today we got Benedek Ola's second MLTT appearance. He played well in his debut. The big man from Finland. He'll face Amir Hodai in the opening singles match. 4 singles matches. And obviously the doubles sandwiched by a couple singles matches. And it all leads to the Golden Game. We got an intriguing all-Japanese battle in the 4th singles spot. A couple weeks ago, we saw Hiro Kasahara win the Japanese battle against Satoshi Ida. So now he goes for the true Japanese supremacy against his countryman, Koyo Kanemitsu.
You can also see on the screen we have MLTT ratings, which will give fans a chance to see who's the slight favorite going into each of these matches. In doubles, it's a little more difficult to determine by just adding the 2 because it's really how teams complement each other. But definitely some great matches today with the Revolution and the Smash.
Jishan Liang taking on Jeet Chandra in the 2nd singles spot. And then the women's singles battle will be Wensheng Wei and Amy Wong. Amy victorious over Mo yesterday. But let's dive into this opening singles match. Benedek Ola did not play in September for the Revolution, so yesterday was his debut. And you hyped the backhand. And I'm like, how good can this backhand be? It exceeded the hype.
I mean, he's just got so much power. He's tall. He uses his leverage. When you just think he's going to put the ball on the table, he just blisters it past his opponent. Really makes serve and serve return even more critical because if you pop up his serve, he's finishing the point with a direct winner.
And his opponent will be Amir Hodai, who was struggling, had some tough draws against Emmanuel Levisan, but I think we saw Hodai's potential in problem solving. He's certainly got the skill, and he flummoxed Levisan late in that match yesterday.
Yeah, and especially in the Golden Game.
That's right.
He made a number of really key attacks directly off the serve that Levisan, as you said, Evan, just didn't know what was coming at him, but he made some winners. This should be a very interesting match. It's more of the power of Ola versus the overall offense of Hodai. Likes to play midway off the table. Ola so big, he's already back. So look for his serves, especially we saw his deep serve yesterday. That was very effective. Little reverse pendulum serve where he serves it from his backhand corner but uses the reverse motion from his forehand side. But again, it's the backhand that scores big. You can put the ball through anyone, not only in MLTT but the world.
John, in addition to the 10 golden points that we saw yesterday, you know, there were 8 singles matches over the course of the 2 team matches. Half of those singles matches, 4 of the 8, were 1 game all, 10 all, heading into a golden point. Also, 7 of the 10 matches, including the doubles, were 1-1 through the first 2 games. So that just speaks to how balanced and the caliber of the battles that we saw yesterday. Excited to see if today can exceed it.
And one group of people we can't leave out in these close battles are the coaches. They're making adjustments after every single game, and that led to so many 1-1 rubber games going into the final. It really seemed to up the ante for both teams.
First single.
All righty.
Game 1, Revolution to serve, 0.
Princeton
0.
and Texas meeting again. Of course, their first ever meeting was at the Interdivisional Rock Hill weekend, December of last year. That match went down to the wire. Ultimate golden point. Jinxing Wang won it over Hiro Kasahara. Princeton taking it 21-20. Of course, the rematch in the championship went to Texas. Still early in the second season of Major League Table Tennis, and Benedict Ola is going to have something to say about this.
Right out of the blocks, Ola serving deep and just bringing the heat with his backhand-forehand combination. There's really no safe spot to hit to him where he can't put the ball away.
Left. Shoulder. Lean south.
There's a warning for Hodai to move his shoulder out of the way so he's not hiding the ball.
It's like 3 times in 5 matches he's been warned early.
And Hodai has really nice offense on both the backhand and forehand. Very balanced. Doesn't really favor one over the other. Good footwork. Good short game as well.
Just from a stature standpoint, Sean, these guys look different. How is that an advantage or disadvantage for one or the other?
It's just going to give Ola, number 99, a little bit more power on all of his shots. But it's going to allow Hodai, when he's close to the table, those middle shots, he'll be able to get around them much faster than Ola. It's kind of one of the tactics you play against tall players. Play more into their center, and on the shorter players, play more wide angle. But Ola really does serve quite deep. It's great to see him play yesterday. I've seen him, of course, on YouTube from World Table Tennis Tour. But it's so different to see a player up close and personal at the event. Even bigger in person.
Of course, every MLTT match, 4 singles matches, 1 doubles match, all consisting of 3 games to 11. Each game is worth 1 point in the team standings, which we showed you off the top. So 21 points up for grabs in this battle between Texas and Princeton. And we'll see Chicago and Portland later tonight. Disappointing Friday for the Union. Not the Union. That's the Ultimate Frisbee team in Chicago. Table tennis team in Chicago, of course, is the Win.
I thought that was their new nickname because Eric Owens has done such a nice job of keeping them together. Oh my goodness. 5-4. I mean, just shut the door. He gets all of his teammates even smiling when he does a shot like this. Just powers it right through.
I might just for the heck of it say it's the Princeton Tigers and the Texas Rangers here today. So.
4-6.
Triangle.
The MLTT ratings for these two players coming into this match were pretty close. Ola 27-19, Hodai 27-17. And the ratings will mean more as there are more results put into them and the season progresses. But,
another cool thing is they'll be updated almost instantaneously after each match is played, so fans can watch and.
Can you? I know you have a pretty good mind. Can the algorithm or the Sean mind give me a point-by-point rating update for these guys?
Maybe
Thanks,
game by
appreciate
game.
it.
Not sure about point by point.
If we were doing a win probability rating for this match, who has the best chance of winning this 3-game match? Who's the favorite and what's the win probability for them in your mind?
I would say that Ola would be the favorite, and to win, I'm going to give you two. To win 3-0, probably about 40%. To win 2-1, about 60%.
Appreciate you crunching those numbers.
Yeah,
for
but
me.
the beauty is that anything can happen, especially if we get to a 10-10 golden point. That backhand is pretty golden. And then Benedict Ola unleashes it just on demand.
Ola lost a golden point yesterday that he was serving on against Hampus Nordberg. If he had won that golden point, he probably would have swept the match. He won the other two games, 11-9 and 11-4. Nordberg got the 1 point for Portland in the middle game of that fourth singles battle.
Those 1 points really add up when you're talking about match play.
6-9.
So Ola's just a different guy in terms of his size and his skill set, the big backhand. I mean, which of the other top players in the league do you think match up best with him? Because this is a game all about matchups.
It really is, and I would say that looking at his forehand, or looking at his backhand, maybe Jishan Liang's forehand would be comparable. They're just
Except they're teammates, so they're not going to play against each other. 11-6 for Ola in game number 1 on this Saturday afternoon. The only event in Major League Table Tennis in the month of October is this weekend here at the Wintrust Sports Complex in Bedford Park. And Ola has the revolution on the board.
Game 2, match to serve, 0-0.
See if Amir Hodai can turn things around as he serves to start game 2.
Forgot something there.
Hate when that happens. I know exactly how he feels. I left my jacket in the car when we got here today. Had to go back and get it. But Ola gets another chance because he's down 1-0. And, well,
1-all.
that's a nice way to even things up.
Ola's height is a very big advantage on these short serves as well. Really doesn't have to step so far in under the table.
1-2.
Hodai really needs to get his offense going. Cannot afford just to keep the ball on the table. Great fight by Ola.
And he's pumped after getting that short ball back. Just get it back on the table. You're always alive.
Yes, play. Bravo.
You can just see the acceleration of Ola's ball when he gets something that's halfway fast. He'll just jump right on top of it. Whether it's his backhand or forehand here, just powering through the ball. Hodai just really can only put his paddle on it, can't really move it around that easily.
Let.
Serves much deeper than Hodai expected. Ola really likes to mix the serves up, both short and deep. When he serves deep, he's looking to attack that next ball very fast.
That.
That serve.
Point. 3-5.
Hodai having a very difficult time just controlling and staying up at the table. As both players back up, it's going to be a huge advantage for Ola.
4-5.
Why does he have such a big advantage far away from the table?
His height. He can play a regular stroke and not have to get so out of position just to put something on the ball. Naturally, he'll play probably 4 feet more off the table than Hodai when they're counterattacking. It's really when he's close to the table he's most vulnerable, just those shots to the middle of the body where he has to get out of his own way.
Nice effort by Hodai to just get a paddle on that, but off the net.
Again, you just see who's up at the table and how far back Hodai is.
Six all.
Down here, Hodai swept 3 straight games against Eugene Wong in the Texas-Carolina match. He took 2 out of 3 from Lubo Pishte in the Texas-Seattle match. And he's faced Lebason twice, and now he's facing Ola in matches where it feels like despite Hodai's, he's got game, but it feels like he's overmatched at times with Lebason and Ola.
Yeah, both those players have much more international experience. And here you can see the back, both players off the table. Hodai is happy to keep the spin on, where Ola just takes his time. You can just see nice drives, ready position. I think it's more of a type of players that Ola and Lebason play against on a regular basis, home countries, higher level of play, but it is such a thrill to have Hodai here from Iran playing. It just makes MLTT that much more international. New players from India, of course Japan is well represented. We're going to see an all-Japan match in singles 4.
Hodai is from Tehran in Iran, but he has lived in Paris, has played a lot in Europe.
He
Stays
played,
alive.
he played in Houston in the World Championships that were held recently, so this isn't his first U.S. visit, but he had fond memories of Houston.
Great backhand from Ola, and he's got a 2-0 lead
11-8.
for the Revolution.
Second game.
Closer game in game 2, but still taking care of big business. The big man from Finland. Revolution fans in the house here in Chicago. Benedek Ola with a 2-game-to-love lead. That's nice.
1-0.
John O'Neill, you gave Ola a 65% chance of sweeping before this match began. Can you update the numbers?
Well, I think it's going to go a little bit higher, but look at the intensity of Ola. We saw the same with Lebusan in his first meeting. It seems like all these international stars, they're so excited to be here in MLTT that they're fighting for each and every point. Hodai just needs to get some offense going. Lucky net ball.
1-2.
That's nice.
Solid third ball attack by Hodai. He's got to be careful. Ola hasn't really pulled out many of his deep serves. Does it to back up the opponent, making it much easier to get his third ball attack going.
2-3.
That ball catching the edge of Ola's paddle.
10 matches yesterday, Sean, across the 2 team matches. We only saw 1 sweep. That was Hiro Kasahara over Daniele Pinto. Needed the golden point in the 3rd game to get there. That was the first time this season, the Portland-Princeton match, where there was not a single 3-0 sweep across the 5 matches, singles and doubles. The irony is, last year, Princeton, far more than any other team, was involved in matchups where there was no sweep. A little quirk in the numbers. Let's say something about Princeton now. They rarely get swept, and at times last year there were opportunities to sweep matches where some of their top players like Koyo or Jishan or Jinshin did not complete the sweep.
One of the other big changes for season 2 is that the ladies will be playing singles. Benedict thought that was a bit comical that he missed that open court backhand. Got to put the ball on the table. Hodai really getting down on himself. Ola blocking him all over the table. Having no difficulty with his speed or spin. Change ends at 5. The final game. It's just great touch by Ola. Controlling the short game, moving the ball around, not giving Hodai anything to work with to get his offense going. Oh, nice aggressive deep serve by the smash. He follows with a very strong backhand third ball attack. So we're all even. Game 3. Again, Evan, when Hodai just keeps the ball on the table, we know what's going to happen on the other side. Eventually, Benedict Ola will bring his backhand in both directions, down the line, cross court.
Or both.
At the same time, that ball actually clipped the edge of his paddle. That's why it added a little bit more, but you could just see it break away to the forehand. So Ola was asking his teammate to sit down in the background because he was moving a little bit, stretching. When you're tall, you can see over the barriers much easier.
You did say that Jishan was a tricky matchup for him, and it was Jishan that was moving back there. So, as usual, Sean O'Neill right on target.
We will see a different doubles team for the Revolution today. They're still trying to figure out the perfect mix. And Ola doing just a really nice job to handle the serve, play to the safe backhand side, and control the table.
From start to finish, a convincing performance from Benedict Ola. 2-1 win yesterday over Hampus Nordberg in a 3-0 sweep over Amir Hodai. Here today, 11-6, 11-8, 11-6, 3-0 Princeton. And we are now joined by one of the newest members of the Princeton Revolution, Benedict Ola. Benedict, welcome to Major League Table Tennis. How does it feel to be here in America competing with a Princeton jersey on?
It's completely new. It's kind of weird still. I have to get used to many things, but it's fun. The team have a good atmosphere. We are having fun, so it's a sport also. What else you want to have? You're working out, you are playing. It's all fun.
You look pretty comfortable out there. What was the key today against Amir?
Stay calm and focus. I lost the focus many times, but I got it back in the crucial points. But I felt quite confident in my serve and receive games. Receive was important, service was good, but the focus was the main thing here.
You know, as a big fan of the sport, I'm always trying to figure out how players do what they do. Can you explain how you get so much power on your backhand side? Is it pure training? Is it technique? What is it?
It's touch, mainly. I have a good touch for the ball, then I have a good technique for it. And I'm pretty tall, so I'm using my body from toes to the tip when I play. So it's actually quite big. How do you say? I don't know, motion, not motion because I don't play like Krianga, but I'm using from my toes to the legs to the core then it comes to the shoulder, elbow, and then to the wrist. So I'm using all this at the same time, and it comes with a good touch.
Yeah, so a lot of kinetic energy.
Yeah,
right?
that's what the word, kinetic energy. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Benedict, what other sports did you play growing up?
Way
and
too many.
How did you make table tennis your game?
I was competing on skiing, of course, because I'm from Finland. Then I did skating, volleyball, basketball, baseball, and actually in basketball training, we heard with the family that we can play also Saturday table tennis. But of course, we played with my mom in the garage, and that's how it started. But then for local practices, it came from basketball to hey, you can come Saturday morning and play here a little bit.
It's worked out for you, all right.
I enjoy it. It's a good sport. The toughest and the hardest.
Fun having you here. Congrats on a good match. We'll see you in a bit. Thanks, Benedict.
See you guys.
I think I have a new favorite player right now.
From an interview standpoint, he certainly brings plenty to the table. And from a table standpoint, well, we just saw what he did to Amir Hodai, Texas's first-round pick this year. How about Jeet Chandra with an Ola-esque backhand? Evens up this match against Jishan Liang, 1 point apiece. Jishan known for his big forehand.
2-1.
Jishan has had a relatively slow start to the season. He went 4-5 in singles games in Portland the first weekend of the season for the Revolution. And then Jishan only played in the doubles yesterday. Won 1 game playing alongside Koyo. Back to singles today for Liang,
2-3.
a lefty who now lives in North Carolina. So he was present but not playing 2 weeks ago when we were in Morrisville.
And Jishan had a slightly slow start last season as well. He really came into his own kind of mid-season, finding that the mixed doubles he played a lot with Angela Guan to get some extra match play, I think, which helped him in the singles competition.
4-3.
From a rating standpoint, MLTT rating of Jishan Liang,
3-5.
about 170 points higher than Jeet Chandra's. How much of a favorite is Jishan, or do the numbers lie?
Well, I think the numbers are just new. I don't think that after this set of matches here in Chicago that they'll be as different between these two players. I think they'll be much closer. I'm really impressed with Jeet's power. He's not the biggest guy, but he takes some really big swings. See right there, both these players can go for finishing shots. Jishan loves to do kind of the three-point landing after he spins when he plays his forehand off the table. And right now, Jeet is playing very well, controlling the short game. And both players are looking for loose balls that pop up, that come off the end to take full swings. But you've got to win the short game in order for that to go your way. Oh, great return there by Jishan off of a very tricky banana flip backhand by Jeet. You see him put that tip down. Great angle back to the backhand side, but Jishan, no trouble stepping over, playing the ball down the line. Great placement. It's one way to beat players that step over on their forehand side to play that backhand banana return, play the next ball deep to the backhand, force them to play a defensive shot. Oh, great forehand flip over the table. Jishan would love to keep the streak alive and to take this 3-0 lead, pad it, get an extra point or two. You know, Evan, I think if you look at backhand to backhands, Jeet has the slight advantage, but forehand to forehands, got to go with Jishan.
Mm, 9-7 now for Chandra.
He's got the serve.
Game on his paddle. Jeet prevailed on a golden point in his first ever MLTT singles match yesterday against Alex Kazaku, but then lost the golden point at 1 game all, 10 all in the third. He lost 2 out of 3 to the Romanian. And he loses both points on his serve here. That's 4 straight points won by the returner.
Jishan will have the serve now. Great deep serve returns by Jishan Liang, number 6.
10-9 lead for Chandra. 5 straight points won by the returner.
Generally, the serve should not be a disadvantage, but right now, both players jumping on the serve returns.
And Chandra takes game 1, controlling the return on Jishan's serve. First point of the day for the Texas Smash, courtesy of the Indian, young 24-year-old Jeet Chandra. Game 2 about to begin. Jishan with a good first serve there. But
Not let.
it appears they called a let. What's going on?
Jishan is saying it was not a let serve. The assistant umpire called a let serve.
So it's a Princeton challenge after the umpire called a let. And referee Ed Hogshead will take a look and come to a determination. You need indisputable visual evidence to overturn the call. I do think this has a chance
Could be our first.
to be the first overturn, but it's a really tough call to overturn. Do you see the ball hit the net there?
It didn't look
Looked
like
clean.
it looked clean. It didn't look like it took an extra deflection or a.
Is it enough to overturn? Will this be the historic first challenge that's successful? Coaches are 0 for 8.
The challenge is unsuccessful. It did not hit the net. Oh, the challenge was that it. I'm sorry. Challenge is successful.
Hey!
Call is overturned. First one of the season.
Guys, our first successful challenge.
So Matthias Habasson wins the challenge and the point goes to Jishan. He'll lead 1-0. Ed Hogshead, tournament referee. What'd you see?
I saw that the ball did not strike the net. So it's our first overturn of the year.
And was the key what you were looking for was deflection after it went over the net area? What made it clear to you?
There's two. Usually when it hits the net, there's a little bit of a wiggle as well, but I saw no deflection. It was pretty clear. I actually saw clearance between the net and the ball as well.
Cool.
Thank you, guys.
Successful challenge.
Yeah, crazy.
No timeouts used.
How good are those umpires, man? First one of the year.
Thanks, Ed. Loose ping pong ball on the court area. Ball kid goes to pick it up.
And there's Jishan's forehand. He needs to make that happen in each and every point. You can see Benedict Ola even reminding him, get the forehand into play. If there is one knock on Jishan is sometimes he'll just go into control mode and really doesn't do anything for him. He just kind of puts his paddle on the ball, but when he's taking full swings, anything is possible.
Oh, what a turnaround there. Chandra wound up for the big swing, and Jishan was ready for it.
Just held his position, stayed on the backhand, used Chandra's power against him to find the open court. Now has quite a sizable lead here in game 2.
Can we go back to the interview with Ola for a second? Really good question about how he generates power of his backhand. And he gave you a really interesting answer. I'm curious to get your reaction to what he said.
I just loved it because it's really the Chinese way of playing the ball. It's starting from the ground. It goes all the way up to the tip of the paddle so that you get maximum force. But having everything in sync, that's the challenge. And listening to all the sports that he played, that makes total sense because you get that sense and that good body feel when you ski, when you play basketball, when you play volleyball. You just have to learn how to move all your muscles as one together. And boy, does he put it all together when he goes for those backhand rips.
There's the trademark forehand rip from Jishan Liang. Taking 8-4 lead here in game 2.
And Jishan does the exact same thing on his forehand. When you watch him line up, taking his backswing, it starts with his feet. Great waist, shoulders, forearm, wrist. And I think the final thing that Ola said was it's the touch. You need to be able to accelerate through the ball. And wow, that was an interesting play off of Chandra. He hit it so fast it double hit the ball before it could leave. Big lead here at 10-5, game 2. But we've seen, as with Jens Lundqvist, down 10-4 yesterday. Comebacks do happen. And right now we're at 6. If you can hold your serve and break the opponent, 4 points isn't that many. But Jishan gets the third ball attack to land. And we're even up at 1 game apiece.
We saw a lot of these close matchups yesterday where players split the first 2 games and it went down to the wire into the third. Certainly feels like that could happen here. Princeton with a 4-1 lead after Jishan's 11-6 triumph in game 2.
Game 3. Match the third. 0-0.
Chandra has the serve to start game 3.
Great deep serve. Third ball attack off the bounce on the backhand side by Chandra. That's just taking up the ball way too fast. No reason not to let the ball get above the net before you're going to finish it.
Showing some frustration. Thought we might see a card there.
I was thinking the same thing. We've seen cards for less.
Absolutely. Nice angle from Chandra.
And I think Jishan got his steps in for the day on that one.
He thought he had a chance to get it kind of at the last minute.
And that's exactly what Jishan Liang needs to do. Fight to get the forehand in and then just sustain it, keep looping, move the ball around. That was an Ola-esque backhand move. Look at Chandra just going for it.
Seen a few of those. Really good stuff from Jeet Chandra.
Oh, what a nice play by Jishan. Forehand down the line off of an inside out fading forehand. Again, just covering home base, staying in front of the ball, and then just punching it down the line with the forehand.
3-all.
And now Jishan goes for his,
Jeet.
yeah, his own deep serve. Both players opting for a lot of deep serves to get the attack going.
Go with the manual order. 3, 4.
Those are really unforced errors, just missing a short push, trying to put too much on it.
Left.
Chandra serving a lot of short topspin serves that time. Jishan Liang, as he tried to push it deep, just couldn't keep the topspin down off the ball. Sent it long.
What do you expect in the doubles, John? Ola and Wong versus Kasahara and Macbeth.
I think really it's going to come down to Kasahara. If he can stay up at the table and use his speed. Everyone else is so tall, happy to back off. And Kasahara is either going to be the odd man out, normally too close to the table to deal with these big shots, or if he can establish his first attack, the tall players will not get a chance to get into position.
Timeout, Texas.
If you put short, stay in the middle. If you put short, why you run all tables? No, then you wait. He will not give one to the deep forehand. You wait, then you go with your backhand and backhand cross finish. On your serve, on your serve. If you make the serve to the forehand, he might go fast or this. In the middle, he's unsure. But he's also still not playing one ball to your forehand. It's always middle and backhand. So you can wait and then you can make a decision. If you decide to serve long, you need to be ready that he goes fast to your backhand. He's never going cross. Aye, Jeet, come on, point by point.
Four, 7. Left.
Be surprised if this doesn't go down to the wire, Sean.
I have a feeling that it will. Just Jishan's made some adjustments, getting his forehand into play. It's going to be up to whether Chandra can start the attacks. Excellent backhand play by Jishan Liang.
Big roar from Jeet Chandra after maintaining his lead with that mini battle there.
Really set up the final backhand after his forehand. He's got to get his offense into the game. That time Jishan just won the battle with that backhand down the line. Took away time for Chandra to get his backswing into play.
Once again, Chandra able to maintain his lead. From Chandra, and he's got 4 match points.
Just very aggressive on the serve. Great location to go deep into the backhand.
Over. Jeet Chandra has his first win in an MLTT match. He defeats Jishan Liang 2-1, winning a tough, intense battle in game 3. 11-7. Just had our first conversation with Benedict Ola. Now we'll get a chance to chat with Jeet Chandra. We got a 4-2 lead for Princeton as we head toward the doubles. First match of the day here in Chicago. And we are delighted to be joined by one of the newest members of the Texas Smash, Jeet Chandra. Jeet, congratulations on your first victory to a match. What was key for you today? What do you enjoy about that match?
Yeah, I love playing against left-hander players, and it was my first victory, so I'm pretty excited, and I look forward to the upcoming matches.
I was really impressed, but I'm also flabbergasted because as a right-hander myself, I hate playing against left-handed players. Why do you like playing against lefties?
I feel my backhand is strong, so against left-hander it's a key point, so I feel good against left-handers.
It definitely seemed that the deep serves work well for you today.
Yeah.
Is that one of the tactics that you use against lefties? Is just to serve it deep into the backhand and then go for broke?
That's another good point. Like I like to go for long service on the backhand, and I feel good with that.
Jeet, how did you first learn about Major League Table Tennis, and what does it feel like to be here in person competing with the reigning champions?
Yeah, like I heard it like many people from social media. I learned it from there, and then I applied for it, and luckily I got drafted. I'm very happy to get drafted, and now I'm feeling good to be here.
What does it mean to you to compete here in the United States?
It feels great. It feels great. It's my first time over in USA, so it feels great.
Did you have an appreciation for the fact that you were joining the team that won the championship last year?
Yeah, that's a great feeling. Like to be with the champion team, it's a great feeling. Like they know how to win matches. It gives a better feeling.
Well, you've got your team's first win of the day. Well done, Jeet Chandra. Congrats. Welcome to Major League Table Tennis, and we'll see you in the Golden Game.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Jeet. Texas down 2, but heading into the doubles. And for the second day in a row, Kasahara and Macbeth playing doubles together. Princeton making a change, though. Yesterday it was Jishan and Koyo playing doubles. Today it's Ola and Wong. So Matthias Havassan, as you said earlier, Sean, is still tinkering with the lineup, trying to figure out what will be the best fit going forward. Princeton struggled in the doubles department a year ago, trying to figure out the best match to play alongside Angela Guan. And they figured it out late in the season more often than not. But we shall see how Wong and Ola work together today. Jinshin Wong serving first. Dave Macbeth with a strong attack on the fourth ball of the rally.
Great setup by Kasahara. Everyone is so tall on this court except for Kasahara.
That's true. Jinshin Wong, Benedek Ola, Dave Macbeth, all north of 6 feet tall.
I'd say probably north of 6'2", maybe 6'3" even.
How tall are you, Sean?
I'm 6 foot, so they are at least.
Are you really 6 foot, or are you one of those like 5'11" and 3/4?
No, I've been 6 foot my whole life.
We're gonna have to check that.
And that's what you see a lot of right here with these tall gentlemen just going for big attacks.
Where was your leaning before this match started in terms of picking the favorite?
Probably with Texas, just because of the different styles with speed, with Kasahara, Macbeth playing a little bit more safe, keeping it on the table, letting his teammate go for the quick attacks. For Princeton, two such tall players. Going back at the last person hit the ball, that's always a wonderful target just because they're so much bigger. You see Macbeth going right back at Ola, hitting him with the ball even. Short game for both teams should be very strong just because they can lean over the table without moving their feet as much.
Five all here in the opening game of the doubles. Jinshin Wong, former U.S. Open champion. Fine finish from Dave Macbeth. Macbeth is the youngest of these four players that are all kind of tightly bunched in their early mid-30s. Goodness gracious! Dave Macbeth boomerangs the backhand right back in Ola's face.
I mean, I'm just wondering, is Macbeth going for back-to-back plays of the weekend? Look at this shot that he pulls off of a killer backhand. Macbeth goes airbound and just smacks it back for the winner. That looked like a volleyball spike if there ever was one.
I'd love to see that again and just focus in on the footwork from Macbeth. And he was airborne hitting that ball. It was a cool slow-mo replay. That shot.
Little twinkle toes almost.
In many ways, that shot could be the difference in game one because it was a momentum builder and certainly sent a message to Ola.
I mean, right now the Smash are on a roll. Just really finding their rhythm. As I say that, he dumps the ball into the net, but the big shots are going the way of the Smash. The professor needs to move his feet a little bit more. Jinshin Wong reaching for the ball.
Game one to Texas here in the doubles. Macbeth with the biggest highlight. Strong overall teamwork from Hero and David. 11-6. A good match brewing. Princeton 4, Texas 3. Game 2 of this doubles match coming up. We talked with David Macbeth yesterday, and he acknowledged that when the season began for the Smash a couple weeks ago, he was not exactly match ready. He's got a young newborn daughter at home, now 6 months old. He had not played as much competitive table tennis over the summer. But shots like that are what we've come to expect, and Dave Macbeth was such an important member of this team last year. And the best way to describe how important he was to the team, the second half of the season, Sean, after the calendar flipped to 2024, when Macbeth played, Texas never lost. Regular season, postseason.
And he definitely brought experience, intensity. Coach Jorg Bitsugayo had more difficulty making the matches than Macbeth did, and was able to actually coach remotely through an iPad, of all things, even in the finals. So with Macbeth, they're kind of as the elder statesman of a very young team.
Healthy cuts taken by all players that last point.
Everyone's getting a swing, and this is going to be tough for Kazahara because he plays with speed up at the table. Doesn't have the same leverage points.
Come on!
Nice drop shot by Ola. Kazahara just over cooking the ball off the end of the table. And there's the professor. Great counterattack. As both teams play more with the same partners, they'll get comfortable with the spin, the serve, the depth of the serve, setting up the next ball much easier. Balls flying from all angles here.
Thankfully you get hit by a lightly tossed ping pong ball. It doesn't hurt. Otherwise, we might get a brawl on our hands. Doesn't hurt, but you don't want to get hit in the face.
Jinshin Wong doing a nice job with his serve.
That's well done by Ola. Not just his backhand, that's got some pop.
And Macbeth knew the moment that he returned the serve that was going to get pummeled. As you can see the ball pop up just a wee bit. Ola taking it to task with a great forehand rip. And now Princeton 2 points away from evening up this doubles match.
smorgasbord of game points here for the Revolution. One of them killed by Texas, with a long road ahead. Wow.
Yeah, that's a risky play there by Ola. A deep serve in doubles when the player knows it's only going into the box right where you're standing.
Jinshin Wang, though, the strong return, and a bunch of good runs by the returners. 11-6 one way in game one, 11-6 the other way in game two. It'd be crazy to declare authoritatively that you know what's going to happen in game three, but we will find out here shortly.
Revolution to third, 0-0.
Sean, you've seen each team win 11-6. Where are you leaning here in game three?
Whichever team gets to 5 first. If that's a non-answer.
Not a total cop-out, it's only a partial cop-out. Still expected more from you. In your mind,
it's much more important for Texas to have a good start.
If we're tied 4-all, it's basically a golden point.
Exactly. It's a perfect way of putting it. Texas made up 5-3. Expect the Revolution to make a strong comeback at the second half, just by going with the orders of play. Nice job by the professor staying close to the table, keeping the block really low, not allowing the Texas smash to keep the attack going easily. And there's the quick speed of Kazuhara, very strong on the serve return. Ola's got to cover both corners, very difficult. Real big points right here. And again, Kazuhara jumping on the serve. We saw him do it last game as well. Deep serve did not bother him one bit.
In Sean's mind, this is as good of a game point right here.
They can get to 5, change ends, and then withstand. That drop shot by Macbeth is too high. He's got to keep it low. They were popping up in game 2 as well. He knows the issue, needs to make the adjustment.
Oh, we have reached 4-all.
I got to lean towards the Revolution right now.
Because they've scored the last 2, or because they have the serve here at 4-all, or why?
They're going to have the better order once we change ends. So that's worth at least a point in my book, maybe even 2 points. But also great teamwork, good intensity. You can see Ola really finding a lot more rhythm. Macbeth is going to have to do a good job now in the second half of this game, keeping his returns low.
Women's singles is the third singles match of the day when Cheng Wei and Amy Wong.
Strong play by the smash. The Smash have to be offensive minded for the remainder of this game. They cannot afford to just put it on the table.
Well, the team that got to 5 first is no longer in the lead. See if Kasahara and Macbeth can double their lead here. Yes, indeed. Dave Macbeth, inside out winner.
And you could see the pop-up by the Professor. There's too much air between the net and the ball. Macbeth says, I'll play that inside out to where Ola can't even come close to taking a swing at the ball.
Great stuff from Kasahara. 4 in a row for the smash.
That deep return by Macbeth really flummoxed the Revolution.
Timeout taken by Matthias Habasson.
Smart move. He needs to help the Professor and Ola
Was a good idea.
regroup right now.
Now it's just the next step. Now you receive well the flip, and the other one, expect the next ball also deep in backhand. Okay. Like quick, and then it's coming back quick in backhand. Okay. Yeah. Forget about the score. You just play point for point. Yeah. Forget the score. It doesn't matter. Yeah. You just play point for point now. It's going. Yeah. So when about the score, just you just play. Now when he's flicking the serve, okay, you wait with the arm up, and the other one also wait the next fast in the backhand. That's it.
Have to put 3 balls on table.
Yes.
3 balls
And
like
it's
this.
really very good with this shot. It's really good. You're coming always good out of
We
it.
will come through the middle.
Yeah? Yes. Okay,
Let's
come
go,
on, guys.
let's go, let's
Come
go.
on.
I understand and respect Matthias Habasson's message of forget the score, don't worry about it. My question for you, Sean, in your playing days, could you ever completely separate your mind from the score and just play point for point?
Oh, you have to. I mean, that has to be the norm. You can't be thinking, because of this score, I need to be nervous or I need to take it easy because I'm leading. You must play one shot at a time. Forget the point. Just move your feet, get into position, and play to a good location. Easier said than done, but I think all top players realize you can't control the outcome of the point, just what you can do. And look at that. From the timeout.
He's great.
You just see when both players are back for the smash, they just don't have that same opportunity to press the offense on the Revolution. That time, Professor jumped in on the ball that was deep. And that's what Matthias Habasson said. Just when they flip it, just play the ball. Just wait for it. Oh, what a backhand flip winner by Kasahara. Such a good shot. Stepping over, banana flip for a winner.
Chance to win it there, but an overcooked backhand. And
Went
now
to the well twice. Now the smash will have the serve. See if there's any way for the Revolution to get to a golden point.
Ola brings Princeton back within 1.
Nice job on the drop shot by the Professor. Kazahara going for too big of a swing.
Excellent return, cross court from Jinshin Wang, and that will deliver us our first golden point of the day.
Professor serving to Macbeth.
Over the course of this match, each team has won exactly 27 points. 1 game all, 10 all. And that's a winner for David Macbeth. Not wanting to work the point, Sean, with a backhand return. He smashed Texas to a victory in this doubles match. What a shot.
What a great go for it all by David Macbeth. Getting the job done for the Texas Smash.
What a battle in the doubles. 55 points played. Texas wins 28-27, but that's good for a 2-games-to-1 win. And the final point, courtesy of David Macbeth, who joins us now. Dave, take us through all the thoughts that had gone through your mind through the first 54 points of that match, which set up the return to win it.
I mean, to be honest, I kind of just went for it at the end. I'd missed quite a few, especially towards the, I think first set my backhand flick was quite good, and second set I probably missed 3 or 4, and then I gave a few cheap ones in the third as well. So
no,
I'm just happy that last one went on.
It seemed like both teams had some issues keeping the serve returns low. It seemed like both teams were popping the ball up a little bit, but at the end, wow, I mean, that was just an amazing go for broke shot. Yeah. Generally, when you're playing, is that what you'd like? Would you rather extend the rally, or is it like, hey, the opportunity, you saw it and then you just jumped on it?
Yeah, I mean, me and Hero played for the first time yesterday. Obviously, we practiced a lot, and we both like to open up the game with a backhand flick. But they were actually trying to get the game open as well, which was quite unusual. I think they started to try and keep it tight, but towards the end, all 4 of us were opening up. So yeah, it probably made good for the spectators.
What have you learned about playing with Hero these past couple of days and through practice?
Just he's a really good player. I mean, obviously I've seen his quality throughout the season. I think he's been getting better and better as the season's gone on. Sorry, the end of last season and the start of this season, he's been amazing. And it's just, we get on together really well, so that just makes it so much
it seems
easier.
like his speed really complements your power, especially when he's still up at the table real close.
Yeah, so he's a lot faster than me. He takes the ball a lot earlier, so it's actually really easy because he's always out my way. I'm not the smallest guy, so it helps that he's really fast, agile, gets out my way and allows me to have a bit of space so I can play my shots.
Did you have in your mind on that last point that regardless of where the serve is, you're trying to go for a winner?
I just asked him. I think I'm going to go for backhand flick, and he was like, "Yeah, go for it," and that was it. I just took the decision and went for it.
Oh, it worked out beautifully. Yeah. Well done, David. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
0-0.
Made it look easy, didn't it?
What a change from what we saw in Carolina. David definitely has found his rhythm, going for his shots. Just a great doubles match from the first point till the end. Now the ladies, and Amy Wong, talk about a snapping backhand. On paper, she's a favorite through ratings, but look at that shot.
Call that the fly swatter.
Exactly.
(3-0) in favor of Amy Wong, the U.S. Olympian, who made her Olympics debut in Paris this summer.
It's just so cool to see that 1-2 combination that starts on the backhand side. Amy can either drive the forehand or smash it. she'll opt for either. Right now, the deep push, a little early on that last ball. But right now, Amy Wong really finding her rhythm in this match. Amy's controlling the speed of the rallies right now. Wade did a nice job of just keeping the ball in play. Amy goes long on that last backhand.
Strong response here from Wen Cheng Wei after falling behind 3-zip. Wen Cheng, 27 years old, from Shanghai. Amy, 21-year-old from New Jersey. Of course, Amy now a college student at UCLA. She might get to match up against her college roommate, Rachel Sung of the Portland Paddlers, here tomorrow. It's 5 straight now for Wen Cheng Wei.
They're starting slow at 0-3. It's really been Amy spraying the balls a little bit. We saw her miss a couple backhands down the lines, a forehand or two. Like that 6 in a row.
Texas has plenty of timeouts, but you can only use one in a match. Wonder if Jorg would consider using one, especially if this momentum continues in Wei's favor.
I think he'll hold it just because end of second game, still a chance if Amy were to lose this game for her to come out on top.
This is the first meeting in MLTT between these two. Just the third ever matchup, a couple seasons between Princeton and Texas. First matchup in season 2.
Stop. Service clock warning.
Service clock warning issued to Wen Cheng Wei.
Now Wade pressing a little. Just wondering if that service clock warning got into her head.
Just got the serve off, but again, Amy Wong puts the pressure on quickly with a return, and what a weird game this has been. The first 3 for Amy, the next 6 for Wei, and now 6 all. 3 straight for Wong, and she's got the serve.
And Amy does like to play fast, so I don't think she'll have any issues with the service clock.
7-6.
And when you were a player, you liked to play fast too, right?
No, I actually like to play really slow.
Really?
Yeah, it's a little bit like Jens Lundqvist with the big forehand, and I needed extra time to catch my breath after some of the big swings. Players like to fast serve me a lot, catch me when I wasn't ready. So I would not enjoy playing Amy at her speed, both during the rallies and afterwards. She just, it's all business, gets up to the table. Really no hesitation to claim the next point. See Wei going up. Often the players will touch near the net in between points to slow things down and to collect their thoughts. Well, that's a great heavy push by Amy that set up the ability to take advantage of using Wei's spin against her. Once again, tied up at 8. Amy turning the tables back in her favor. Again, winning the battle of the tempo, just seeing Wei go further and further back on each and every shot. And then Amy, very high quality opening loop. Great legs, you can see her spring up, nice depth to the loop, forcing Wei to go for a, not a crazy shot, but a risky shot.
Amy Wong gave up a 6-0 run and still finds a way to win. 11-8 in game 1 to the American. And Texas Smash, who were down 3-0 at the start of this match, have battled their way back. We're tied 5-all through 10. Still 5 more points up for grabs, and then the 6-point golden game. So a lot still to be decided here today in Chicago. Amy going for broke in the first shot in game 2. Do you like that mindset that Amy has?
It's scary to play against because you can never be safe anytime the ball's a little high. Amy's going for it. You have to be very relaxed and almost not worried about missing if you're going to use that type of mindset. That's 4 straight for Wen Shengwei to start game 2. Amy Wong takes a little stroll. Like 2 steps off the table and then quickly right back. Five nothing. Looks like Amy's pressing.
We've seen this a lot from Amy Wong after she wins game 1. She struggled to win the first 2 games. She's taken 2 out of 3 from Chicago's Mo Jong a couple times, but both those matches where she won game 1 and game 3.
1-5.
I asked you this before the matches began yesterday when we were having our fantastic Chicago brunch before the action began. I asked you if you were surprised that no player has gone 9-0 in singles games in a weekend yet in MLTT. Pretty sure that that's accurate, that no individual has done it. That Manuel Levisan was 8-0 last week before he lost the last game a couple weeks ago in his match against Satoshi Ida. And you said you were surprised. You would have thought at this point someone would have 3 sweeps in a row in a weekend.
I thought especially somebody like Cole in the Western Conference, where there was a difference this season, less so because the league just got a huge upgrade with the draft. Literally 30 players that were here last season got replaced by 30 new players. Teams were allowed to hold on to a certain number of players, but everyone wanted to get as many strong new players as possible. women have been very closely matched. A lot of 2-1 matches. And there's Amy's quick hands stepping into the ball, really smashing it right off the bounce. Again, no hesitation.
Collet had a weekend last year, Sean, that he went 6-0.
He didn't
play singles in all 3 matches. It was actually the first match of the year when he was coming off a little bit of an injury. They only had him play doubles. He and Enzo both went 8-1 on
singles plus doubles.
Single in this weekend of singles. No one's gone 9-0. Some players go 6-0.
How did Collet do in that doubles, in addition to the 6-0 in singles, knowing he didn't play the third?
He went, I think it was 8-1, but let me find the page that I was just looking at and I'll confirm for sure. Yeah, he was 8-1. So he had a weekend where he was 6-0 in singles and 8-1 in doubles. Of course.
He was playing doubles with Rachel Sung, correct?
Yep. Levason 8-1 in singles 2 weeks ago, but just 4-5 in doubles.
After starting that first match pretty strong in doubles.
Campus Norberg went 7-2 in both singles and doubles a couple weeks ago, but I think he went just 3-3 in his 2 matches yesterday, singles and doubles. Game point here for Wen Shang Wei, and she'll just take the free gift. Amy Wong with a service error. Ball never got to the table. Ugly way for that game to end. Saw Amy Wong respond with a flourish after getting blasted in game 2 yesterday. She can do it again. That is not what we've come to expect from Amy Wong. Princeton back up 6-5. Different looking Amy Wong starts game 3 with a very cool, calm, and collected smash down the line.
Just really kept things under control, didn't go for anything crazy when she had the open court available.
What would your message have been to Amy at the end of game 2 and after that missed serve?
Just forget about that game. Stay relaxed. Go for your shots. No reason to feel any extra pressure. Right now she's looking back at the coach and the team, which is generally an indication that she's feeling some pressure. When things are going well, players tend to look forward. And that's a great forehand rip off of a serve that looked a tad long.
Oh, catch in the corner.
Wow.
Wen Shang Wei. I mean, we've looked at a lot of this match from Amy's perspective, but Wen Shang Wei is kind of looking for her breakout performance, and this could very well be it for the Revolution.
Yeah, she has so much experience, classical, national level player from China, but it just seems like all the ladies that she's faced have played really well. Kind of a new generation of quick off the bounce. Not giving her time to really set up, get her feet underneath her for so much power that she does have. We've seen a couple great shots here and there when she was in Portland. Again, it's just Amy Wong. It's a timeout right now for the Revolution.
Wei trailing 4-3 here in game 3. Wong Yushan Liang leading the conversation with Tias Havasan just now standing up to join.
Well, you got the professor. I mean, you've got to give him the chalk.
Boys, you tell her this service is the right service.
And I think what
she only one time closed her eyes. Yeah, it's good, this service.
Wei's English isn't as strong. Really using the teammates effectively.
Good, come on, Wei.
Really good body language from Wen Wei. Just getting an extra set of opinions. Just trailing by 1 here in game 3.
3-4.
Wei immediately looking back to the bench after that miss.
She was trying to stop the rampage that Amy Wong was bringing her way. Much better redirection by Wei there. Got her forehand into play, moved the ball around really nicely. Out to the forehand and then taking it down the line. That's normally what we see Amy Wong doing, moving her opponent at will. A little too early on that last smash. She had time but decided to take it off the bounce.
Game 3 now even, 5 points apiece. Texas still has not taken a timeout in this match.
They're saving them up.
They can't bring them home and cash them in.
Amy Wong again. That no-nonsense, go for it. Didn't work on the prior shot, but this time she gets her backhand into play really quickly, really deep on the backhand flip. Excellent placement. Right shot for Amy Wong, getting that forehand loop to go. But very deep quality push by Wei. Not an easy ball to smash. Now Wei with the serve.
Wei dropped 2 out of 3 games against Amy's college roommate Rachel Sung yesterday. And now 2 points away from taking 2 out of 3 from Texas's female star. That's really nicely done by the Chinese player. And the Revolution 1 point away from a 7-5 lead on the team tally. Wen Wei gets the help of a net ball to distract Amy Wong. Disappointing finish to that match for Amy. 21-10 in games 2 and 3 in favor of Wen Wei. And it's a 7-5 Princeton lead as we head into the final singles match of this one. The all-Japanese battle between Koyo and Hiro coming up. And we're joined now by the coach of the Princeton Revolution, Matthias Habasson. Matthias, we just saw Wensheng Wei come from behind to beat Amy Wong with some really impressive points in games 2 and 3 in particular. What stood out most to you?
Yeah, the turnaround actually. I mean, in the beginning it was very tough. Amy played unbelievable good table tennis. I mean, her A game. Yeah, she didn't miss any easy ball and played her balls really stable. Yeah, but yeah, Wei managed to change a little bit, to vary a little bit more, and yeah, she could turn around it, and that's important for us now.
So with Wei, she really plays kind of a classic Chinese style where very methodical, thinks through, works the point. When she's playing these younger women who just play so breakneck speed, what do you tell her how to handle that change of pace that might be something she's not as accustomed to?
Yeah, I mean, actually, honestly, I think I said it already last time, she's not playing her A game yet. I think she can do much better, and you are totally right. Yeah, that's probably because the others play a style she's not used to yet. But that's why I was so amazed now how she handled to turn it around by changing her game, and yeah, I hope she can do it throughout the season more.
This final singles match, Matthias, feels like a popcorn match with the two Japanese big hitters, Hiro and Koyo. What are you most looking forward to for this half? What's important for Koyo?
I'm looking forward the most to the 3-0 for us. No. Actually, it's just a pleasure to watch him play. Actually, to watch both of them playing. Both of them are really, really fantastic players, and both of them play unbelievable shots sometimes. So, yeah, let's see.
Let's see. Thanks for joining us, Matthias.
Thank
Best
you.
of luck.
Thanks.
I knew we probably weren't going to get the game plan from Matthias. But look, Hiro has a slight edge in the MLTT rating. Yesterday was actually the first time that Koyo played in the AB slot, and he certainly held his own, taking 2 out of 3 games against the big Swede for the paddlers, Jens Lundqvist. So now Hiro tries to defeat a Japanese countryman for the second consecutive MLTT weekend. He got Ida 2 weeks ago in Carolina. Now he goes after Koyo. How is Koyo a different matchup than Ida? Obviously a very different style.
Yeah, it's almost like a mirror in some regards to how they approach the point, where they want to play quickly. They like to play up at the table. They play big shots. Both of them will play their backhands over on the middle and forehand side to return the serve. Neither one will hesitate. So I think it's really going to just be who's playing better, dealing with the rhythm. Be interested to know how many times they've played as younger players in Japan, maybe in the cadets and the junior ranks.
I'm guessing they didn't play a ton against each other as cadets, because Hiro's 11 years older than
That would be
Koyo.
true. I was just thinking about, with the age difference, most Japanese players start much earlier than the rest of the world. They have very strong under 7 or under 9 players.
So often the guy that gets the first attack in takes control of the point after a long battle of short balls. Little half long, eventually attacked by Kasahara.
Been just really strong backhand to backhand play. by both these players. And we're going to see this exchange pattern, I guess, more times than not. This says you have to be so fast to step around the backhand to get your forehand in. Both players having so much confidence in the speed and tempo from the backhand side.
The only sweep on Friday in the two-team matches came courtesy of Hiro Kasahara, 3 straight over Daniele Pinto. He is probably a favorite in this match too, but probably not as big of a favorite as he was against Daniele. Koyo Kanamitsu certainly not going to go quietly. Oh, what a wonderful serve there. Certainly caught Koyo off guard.
Quick work, Texas smash with game 1.
Yeah, said he wasn't going to make it easy, but Kasahara able to close strong. And a 5-point win for the smash. The lead going into the Golden game still very much hanging in the balance here. You know how important that is. Texas back within 1 point on the overall count, 7-6. With 2 points left up for grabs before the Golden game. In the venue here, a little Metallica being played in between games. Feels like we're getting ready for a Virginia Tech football game at Lane Stadium in Blacksburg. Of course, the Hokies were not at home today. They were big winners, 31-7 out in California over Stanford. One of the big stories of the day in college football, obviously, is that Cal was hosting game day. We chatted with Nikhil Kumar about that yesterday. He's a student at Cal. Cal Golden Bear fans put on a great show this morning before sunrise. And they'll take on top 10 Miami Hurricanes team later tonight. Sean O'Neill's really excited for that game. Kasahara with the equalizer, tying up game 2 at 2. What did Hiro do better than Koyo down the stretch in game 1 to take it with relative ease?
Just really controlling that first attack. With 2 players playing a similar style, whoever takes the initiative is often rewarded. Again, that same deep serve. Kasahara mixing it up. Very aggressive. And another timeout by the Revolution.
For the receive. Now you try to put short when you see the service. When he's not serving the long, when he's serving the short. You put short. Bring him over the table, and then you go deep for the ball. Okay. But most important, you don't start thinking. You just play ball for ball. Yeah. Next ball and next ball.
When I see chance ball in the short, I always put back.
Yeah. Then you must go. You just go. No think, no conflict. Yeah. Just like that.
每个球你得想细点，你不能这一上去碰一下，这一上你都没有进攻的手段。你首先得知道你赢他的点是什么，然后你还有这边跟他对住。你现在你得快了。
你摆不住。
Come on, game on, quick.
You know, Evan, you see all these experienced players standing up, able to give pieces of advice. With MLTT, one thing that's been really cool is that the Princeton Revolution has run training camps for the everyday player with Coach Matthias there, and often there'll be one or two members of the team on hand to allow players to see what it's like playing against their actual serves, their attacks. I think this is going to be a more common occurrence with MLTT as the teams come in early, train together, but then also in the summertime, having some of these pro camps that are available to all players. Definitely want to bookmark the Facebook page of Andre Lou or Roger to make sure you're on the mailing list of the revolutionary camps.
Koyo trying his best to hang in there. He recognizes he needs to be aggressive. He can't let Kasahara take control of the point because he's not getting it back more often than not.
7-5.
Kasahara just doing a really nice job on the serves, both in the change of spin, but more importantly, the depth of the ball. It's very difficult to keep it short when you're getting deep serves sent your way. And you're not able to take advantage of putting them away.
Sean, yesterday we did see a comeback in the Golden Game. Portland overcoming the 1-point deficit against Princeton. Second time this season, Princeton has lost a match in which they had a lead going into the Golden Game. That's 2 losses in 4 matches, so certainly something to be aware of for Princeton. But this season, teams for the lead, 10-4, 69% winning percentage. All-time teams heading into the Golden Game, the lead, 78% win rate. Another timeout here. 1-point game. Game 2. Smash took the timeout.
So, I still think if you wait a little bit and then go to the bottom. Because when you go to corner, he goes full.
Only 2 of the 6.
Yes. And if you serve and he comes with banana to your backhand, spin. Yes, because only thing he can do, he can only play one banana and he hope you go crazy. Patience. Because in the rally you are better than him. This service is no problem. You can also, because if you play good placement, you catch one ball, then it's okay. Okay? Your game. Come on, your game. Hoppa.
Big point here out of the timeout on Koyo's serve.
Handled the serve very well, just a soft forehand fading flip, just keeping it nice and low but to the middle.
Two Kasahara out of the Texas timeout. Game point here to tie up the match, 7-all. Kasahara takes the opening 2 games against Koyo. He's 5-0 in games on the weekend against Daniele and his countryman Koyo Kanamitsu. 11-6 and 11-7. We're tied 7-7. And an interesting opportunity for Kasahara to complete the sweep, or perhaps Koyo can salvage one and get his team the lead going into the Golden Game. We will see. Koyo takes the first point here in game 3. The key for Koyo to salvage one here and keep the Revolution with a lead going into the Golden is what?
He's got to get his offense going. Looking to backhand exchanges. Maybe play more to the middle. Not allow Kasahara to not dominate in the backhand cross-court play. With the positive body language and energy of Kasahara, he's just running, keeping the momentum going.
1-3.
He would love to stay with the sweep mentality that he's brought so far here into Chicago. Oh, Koyo with a nice forehand.
Just talking about going 9-0. Obviously, Koyo is 5-0. To get to 9-0, you have to win this game against Koyo, and you'd have to sweep, most likely, either Hampus Nordberg or Jens Lundqvist tomorrow.
Which is a possibility. I think we might get some pushback from the paddlers on that.
It's a possibility. I don't know, it's not a likely
right,
eventuality.
It's not a probability.
Yeah.
This is the most animated that I've seen Kasahara for each and every point, looking back to the bench.
Well, as you know, and we talked about this when Hiro was playing Ida, when you're playing one of your countrymen on foreign soil, there's just a little different verve to the match.
Absolutely.
When you were in Sweden or Germany or France and you came across another American in Europe, it meant a little different than playing them at the U.S. Open even.
Exactly, the bragging rights and just wanting to represent.
Yeah.
3-6.
Especially if you are staying in the country for any time, you then become the best Japanese player or the best French player. You saw Damian Provost against Enzo in Carolina for a country matchup.
Kasahara thought it was a let. Gets it right back. He's got a 7-3 lead.
I mean, these are just blistering shots. Koyo could just set things up a little bit more. Kasahara's doing such a nice job of dictating the action on the serve and serve return, especially.
5-7.
Like Kasahara got completely flat-footed on that ball. Both players, when they're that far from the table, their up-tempo, quick, speedy style really doesn't work well.
6, 7.
3 straight for Koyo.
Koyo can tie it up right here. He'll have the momentum.
Big fist pump from Kasahara. Able to stay in front.
What a return by Kasahara after Koyo lunges and rips the soft opening. Almost like he was being baited to do something. But then Koyo finishes the serve that goes half long.
One-point game at 9-8.
Both sides have used up all their timeouts.
Trying to think which team is the lead more important going into the Golden Game. I'm not sure if there's an obvious answer.
I have a feeling that after the first point, the match is going to be even of the Golden Game.
9-all. Koyo Kanemitsu has rallied back. 7 of the last 9 points to set up game point.
Just a nice calmness that Koyo's displaying right now.
And we have 1 point that will determine who takes the lead going into the Golden Game. The second golden point of this team match. The first went to Kasahara and Macbeth on Macbeth's ridiculous backhand winner. Returning it into the net, Kasahara can't believe it. Koyo Kanemitsu salvages a game in this battle, and it's an important point for the Revolution. It gives Princeton an 8-7 lead heading into the Golden Game, and now the Revolution, look, they have had the lead going into the Golden Game now 4 times in 5 matches. They're still looking for just their second win of the year. Will it be right here, or will Texas come from behind and get it done? Well, this battle, a rematch of last year's championship match. Two of the newcomers on both teams got it started with Benedek Ola outplaying Amir Hodai. And then we saw Jeet Chandra, the first Indian in MLTT, pick up his first win for the Smash, 2-1 over Jishan Liang. The doubles, Sean, came down to a single point. Dave Macbeth, shots like that gave him the confidence. 1-all, 10-all to smack a winner off a Jinshin Wong serve and give Texas the 2-1 win. In the women's singles match, Wen Sheng Wei came from behind after dropping game 1 11-8. 21-10 combined scores of games 2 and 3 for Wei. And then Kasahara got off to a fine start, 11-6 and 11-7 in the first 2 games. But the lead going into the Golden Game was still up for grabs, and Koyo won game 3.
Leading 8-7, you'll be starting with a 1-point lead. Texas, since you're behind, you make the first selection.
Amy Wang.
Amy Wong is your number 1.
Wen Sheng Wei.
Wen Sheng Wei is your 1 and your 2.
Jishan Liang.
Jishan Liang is your 2.
I go with Hiromitsu Kasahara.
Hiromitsu Kasahara is your 2. And your 3?
Jeet Chandra.
Jeet Chandra is your 3.
Koyo Kanamitsu.
Koyo Kanamitsu is your 3. Your 4?
Ola Benedict.
Benedict Ola is your 4.
I go with. I go with Dave Macbeth.
Dave Macbeth is your 4 and your 5.
My 5 is Amir Hodai.
Amir Hodai. 5.
Jin Wang.
Jin Wang is your 5. Good luck, coaches.
The male matchups are all fresh. Sean, Jishan versus Kasahara, Koyo versus Chandra, Ola and Macbeth, then Wang and Hodai. But this golden game will begin with the ladies, Amy Wang and Wensheng Wei.
No 3 points.
No team in the league last year had as many comebacks from behind to win the golden game than the Texas Smash. They had 4 comeback wins in the golden game. Amy Wang obviously was a big part of that for Texas in year 1. Amy, 54% of her golden game points a season ago. She serves first against Wensheng Wei, and she scores first against Wei. And as you said, clairvoyantly, 1-0. What's next?
Well, right now, Amy
2-1 is the answer.
Amy's looking very focused, and she has a chance for the mini sweep since they're only playing 3 points in this first go-round.
Wei gets her first point in the golden game. We're tied 2-2 for Jishan and Hiromitsu.
And the up-tempo play of Kasahara, Jishan's going to have to get something going. And a forehand loop is what he decides to use. Serve is deep off the center of the table. Oh, some very aggressive serve. Serving by Jishan Liang.
Chance to take 3 out of 4. Oh, and the forehand came back. Kasahara casually blocked it. And Jishan had sold out on the big swing, Sean.
Yeah, the 3-point pickup.
Get back on the table, and you're still alive. Big roar from Jeet Chandra, Texas.
These are 2 really fast players right here. Again, a lot of deep serves. Koyo does an excellent job continuing with the momentum of winning the 3rd game to give the Revolution that 1-point lead coming into the golden game.
And they'll give them a 2-point lead by taking 3 out of 4 in that sequence against Jeet Chandra. Three straight for Koyo. And now the big boys.
Yeah, the 2 biggest players
Macbeth,
in MLTT.
Macbeth and Ola, 4 points. And of course, it's the both guys slow playing it with the short balls. No one can take a big swing. Ola sending it into the net. Wow.
Just went for way too much.
You're almost compelled to go for more, or at least you got to tell yourself not to when you only have so few opportunities in the golden game. My goodness, 3 straight for Dave Macbeth.
And just really, if we talk about overcooking it, Those last two
that was
shots.
Burnt. That was burnt.
That was toast in the toaster for about an extra 10 minutes.
Ola trying to salvage a point, keep Princeton close. Dave Macbeth finding his form. It's a golden sweep for Texas.
Look at that backhand, reminiscent of the doubles play, just getting that tip down and going for broke. Not only defending well, but bringing the offense. Team GB right there.
Amir Hodai puts the smash in front, 10-7.
Professor needs to come up with a new lesson plan right now.
Wow, how's that for you?
Give that an A. Great drop shot off the serve to the side of the table, and then a redirect down the line. Hodai was able to catch it, and the Professor again counter-attacking to the open court.
Oh, Hodai able to steal the point, adjusting his momentum right when he needed to.
Professor went down like teammate Jishan, leaving the table completely open.
4 fun points. They end up splitting them 2-2. Back to the top of the order. Wei and Wong.
And that's what Wei does so well. That heavy topspin directly off of a serve that comes off the end of the table. Very difficult to counterattack. Again, getting the backhand to land to even it up.
So Wei takes both points on Amy's serve. Worth noting, because if we get to 2020, it would be Amy Wong serving to Wen Chen Wei. We may not get there. Evolution.
Not a surprise to me that Amy Wong being very aggressive on the serve. Does not want to allow Wei to get that first spin in.
Wen Chen Wei sends it long. It's not a sweep. Wong ties it up 12-all. Their day is done unless it's 2020. Jishan and Hiro split 4 points earlier.
Nice short underspin serve to the forehand. Always tough with the lefty-righty combination to gauge the amount of spin, especially off of the pendulum serve. That time, Jishan makes the adjustment, plays it out to the wide forehand, and then just controls the table.
One of the reasons these golden games are just so constantly riveting is because you just have no idea what's going to happen. In some ways it feels random, but really it's about which team can hold its nerve better.
And of course the order and the matchups, you never know what's going to transpire when the coaches have their choice.
Kasahara takes 3 out of 4 this time, 5 out of 8 over Jishan. And Texas has a 2-point lead.
Koyo's been playing well.
Took 3 out of 4 against Chandra earlier in the golden game. Oh, what a shot by Koyo Kanemitsu!
Reflexes don't get any faster than this. And then,
you don't believe it.
The thrill of victory always followed by the agony. And look at Chandra bringing the goods, a la Dave Macbeth, great backhand over the table on the serve return.
One more point, then Ola and Macbeth. Kanemitsu able to battle and get the split. Keeps Princeton within 2. Benedek Ola swept in 4 straight points by Dave Macbeth earlier. Finish line is in sight for Dave if he could do it again. And he's now got a 3-point lead at 18-15.
And Ola looks like he's feeling a bit of the pressure after going for broke on this forehand flip.
Ola, 1 more points than he lost in his first Golden game yesterday. But it did not go Princeton's way, and the Revolution looking like they may cough up a Golden game lead for the 3rd time in 5 matches in the young season. Are you kidding me?
16-19.
Tough break for Ola shortly after he got his first point against Dave. 16 serving 19. He gets 2 of the 4. It stays a 2-point game, and now Jinshin Wang with his team trailing by 2 versus Amir Hodai, whose team is 2 points away.
Look for some winners between these two players.
Oh, what a return by Jinshin Wang.
Talk about placement. The professor delivers. Taking the backhand down line inside out. Almost got a knockdown.
Will these guys decide it, or will it be a moment between Wen Shengwei and Amy Wang?
Very strong topspin serve by Hodai, forcing Jinshin Wang to go for something. Just caught the top of the net.
Match point, Texas. Jinshin Wang keeps Princeton alive. Either 1 or 2 more points left in this match. Timeout, Texas.
Talk about freezing the kicker. The professor will have
what can he do?
extra
He can
time to
serve
think
like this
about
to
the
your
serve.
backhand,
Texas.
short or long hook, and then he wants to step around or play like this. Or he serves this to your forehand. If you keep short, you see he's not doing a lot. Huh? But remember, he's playing a lot down the line.
You make long now, I play forehand.
Well, how you want, but you have to be ready. Whatever you do, the ball is coming down the line. Hey, Lion King. Here. Right, Lion King. Lion King. Amy, if it comes to your man.
Texas leads 20-19. 1 more serve for Jinshin Wang. We're playing to 21. If Wang wins this point, then it'll be Wen Shengwei versus Amy Wang to decide this match. Big return for Amir Hodai, and Texas takes it. (21-19). Jorg Pitzigayo's team, after they lost the ultimate golden point, Jinshin Wang defeating Kasahara last December. Texas has the last laugh today. What a match.
With the serve, taking it heavy sidespin with the forehand, but out to the forehand. Amir Hodai getting the job done for the defending champs. No one happier than Amy Wang, not having to go out for a golden point in the golden game. But what a performance by the Texas Smash. Coming back after trailing 1-0 to start off this golden game.
Well, you look at the stars of the golden game for Texas. Obviously, Macbeth won 6 of his 8 points. Kasahara won 5 of his 8 points. Amir Hodai wins 4 of 8, but that was enough against Jinshin Wang. And the Texas Smash have now won 3 consecutive matches after starting the season 0-2. Victories over Chicago and Princeton on consecutive days here in the Windy City. And we are joined by the coach of the Smash, Jorg Pitzigayo. Jorg, we eavesdropped a little bit on what you said to Amir before that last point, but can you elaborate on what you wanted from him on that very last point to try to close it out?
Yeah, I was hoping he remembered that Jinshin is playing 99% down the line. And in 2018, when he played the ball and was still surprised that Jinshin played down the line, I was going a little bit crazy in the corner. But actually, he always calls himself the Lion, so I told him that he's not the Lion, he's the Lion King. And maybe it would be a good time to wait one time minimum the whole evening for a ball which is coming down the line. And okay, he made a good decision.
And talk about the importance of the first matchup of the big men between Mr. Macbeth. It seems like you always throw him out into the lion's den.
Yeah.
And definitely the matchup with Ola.
Yeah, okay, with Dave it's like this. He has a lot of confidence in the Golden Game. I mean, I remember last season, I think he had one of the best averages in the Golden Game. And I asked him, I said, hey, any ideas for the Golden Game? While the last match was going on, he said, okay, I'm fine playing Ola. So, okay, if you have someone stepping up like this, that shows that regardless what is happening. I mean, you saw the same in the doubles, right? I had a feeling in the third game in the doubles, David didn't play one quality ball the whole game. But in deuce, he suddenly came out with this big banana flip. And that's, I mean, okay, this is what heroes are made for. In the most important moments, we have to step up. If he tells me I'm ready to play Ola, then we put him.
That's 3 straight wins. And you go for a 3-0 victory for the weekend tomorrow. I know you're not thinking about that yet. What are you most proud of with how your team has played after starting the season 0-2?
Most proud of is that we actually don't think about results. We know how this goes in this league. We had these ups and downs last season. You know, we were always running behind, and at the very end we pulled through. So they have this experience now. They have the belief. They believe in themselves. They fight together, and then. I mean, you know, these are 50-50 matches like today. This is not there's a favorite or something, and it goes up and down and up and down. We're leading. Hero was leading 2-0, 7-3. Suddenly you lose the game, and then you have to recover within seconds because the Golden Game is coming up, and it's a roller coaster, which is exciting for everyone. And sure, if we can jump in at the very end, and I can stand here for an interview, it's nice, but. Again, this is the second weekend, so nothing happened so far. We're still trying out our lineups. Like I gave Jeet another chance tonight after yesterday. He didn't start so well because I need to get the feeling for him, and he needs to get the feel for this kind of competition. Even if we have Nandan sitting on the bench, who is performing amazingly when he gets the chance, and explaining this young kid that. You know, for the team, we have to figure out what we do for the next weekends. They're doing fine. They're accepting my decisions. We stick together as a team, and then we also celebrate wins like tonight. And tomorrow again, new match.
Fun to get a chance to chat with you after another win. Good comeback victory. 2-0 this weekend. We'll see you tomorrow.
See you guys.
Thanks, Jorg. Jorg Pizzigayo, head coach of the Texas Smash, coach of the MLTT champions in season 1. And they're posing for photos over there. But we're going to have a quick conversation with Amir Hodai. It was Amir that scored the match-clinching point. Amir, let's talk about that point coming out of the timeout. We heard what Coach said. What's going through your mind when Jinshin is serving there at 2019?
Still, I have so much stress. It was crazy points that in 1917 I go. And first, also he received my serve very good. Only in 2019 I was thinking I should be aggressive. Otherwise, if it's go to normal rally, anything is possible to happen. So I try to be aggressive, and I know he many times step around. So just I was thinking, make full power in end of his forehand, and then hopefully done. And yes, it's happened. So happy to help the team, and then we won also this match.
Amir, that was your 5th Golden Game that you've played. Are you starting to feel a little bit more comfortable in the Golden Game?
Yes, because the coach put me number 5, and he said, I believe this position you can do your best. And I knew that in the end of the set, it will be in my match. So I prepared my mind and myself already. But it was very important second in the last set. So I'm happy to do this.
Now, it really seems that when you can stay close to the table, your forehand really shines brightly. When you're off the table, a little bit more scrambling. It seems like if you can continue to do that, you'll put pressure on the opponents.
Yeah, exactly. But this time I make booster on my racket rubbers, and this time I feel not really good with my rubbers because normally I can play from I can play forehand from far the table, close to table. But this time I was not 100% with my racket match, so that's a little bit problem. But I'm happy that somehow we could achieve this victory.
Yeah, great comeback win. You're 2-0 this weekend. Your team has won 3 consecutive matches dating back to a couple weeks ago, and we look forward to seeing you try to get another win tomorrow. Well done, Amir. Congrats. Enjoy the night. We'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you very much. Yes.
Amir Hodai. It's funny, Sean. In Major League Table Tennis, you can get swept 3-0 in singles and still be the hero at the end, like Hodai was, lost 3-0 against Ola, but here he is being interviewed after his team wins. For the moment, Texas sits atop the pack in the West. Portland Paddlers have a big Saturday night match coming up against the Chicago Wind. That's just about 34 minutes from now. Entertaining match, a couple more golden points. Back and forth we go, it's 7-all. And then Princeton took the 8-7 lead, but for the second time in 3 matches this weekend, Sean, we saw the team trailing going into the golden game prevail. And another fun chapter of table tennis in this league.
They're just such great players. Love seeing Ola. Look at Macbeth, airbound, hitting more winners in addition to rollers from last weekend. Such great table tennis.
We thank all of you for joining us for the first match of this Saturday, but don't forget Chicago and Portland just over 30 minutes from now for the first serve of that match. The Princeton Revolution have something to figure out in the Golden Game because, look, they've had the lead going into the Golden Game in 4 of their 5 matches, yet they're just 1-4. They have let leads slip away 3 times. We'll talk more about that tomorrow. Texas is the story of the day. So far, the Smash take it 21-19 in the Golden, 13-8 for the Smash is the final score. For Sean, I'm Evan. Talk to you soon.